You say I'm arrogant. I say damn right. That's pride. Pride in the saying I am. Now tune into the big exclusive podcast available on all podcast platforms or the BEpodcast.com. Listen now or I'll eat your whole race. Oh, and you better like or subscribe or else.
Hey now, this AOG live and exclusive on the Big Exclusive Podcast. I'll give everybody a second to get in. I haven't been on here for a minute. The night show's gonna be a little bit different because we got a little something going on. And I want to take a second and let everybody give, my co-pilot Shannon a moment of silence for it. He had a big loss. It's a loss that nobody ever want to deal with. So we're gonna give him a moment of silence and show him that we care. Moment of silence for my homeboy Shannon. Okay. So we got Flight in the back. I don't see him in the back. I can't see him. If we got Flight here, can we bring him on real quick? I didn't see him backstage, so I don't know if he's here yet. What's happening, Flight?
What's up, sir?
What's going on with you?
Staying busy to stay out of trouble.
How you been?
I'm okay. I'm okay. No complaints.
I'm gonna ask you to do me a solid, man.
Mhm.
Right here, right now. I'm sending one up for my homeboy who loses his mom, man. You good with stuff like this?
No problem. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you in this moment, Father. We embrace and celebrate life. Life is given to us, but it's also taken. Through the grace of you, we are going to celebrate the good times, the laughter, the ups, the downs that we all experience, that we all go through. We have no idea what the Shannon's family is dealing with right now. But we just ask in this moment, Father, that you give them the courage that they're going to need to push through, because loss is hard, but loss is also a way to celebrate life, because we all are given life, but unfortunately, we all have an expiration date. But the expiration date is about laughter. It's about joy. It's about excitement. It's about the good times. It's about them teaching us the things that they needed to teach us, Father. And all things are start, middle, and end with you, Father. So we just ask in this moment that you bless the family, you touch them, allow them to get the understanding that their loved one, their mom, their sister, their aunt is in a great place, in a great space. She's sitting next to you, smiling down on all of us at this moment, Father. And we just ask that you continue to be a blessing in all our lives. But we just ask in this moment that you just bless Shannon and his family, Father. I ask these things in your sweet and precious name. And we love you, they love you, and I love you. Amen.
That was good, man. That was real good. So it felt kind of weird being on here without him. But he here. He coming on. He gonna come in tonight with us, man.
Cool.
Come on in, man. Do your thing.
What's going on, fellas?
Give it up for Carla, man.
Give it up one time for the one time for my main squeeze, man. My main squeeze.
Give it up for it, man. You know what? Come on, man. Give me what I asked for.
What you want? What you want?
The button. You know what I want. Give it up for Carla, man. We ain't crying no more. You know what she told you? What she tell you?
She told me it's gonna be rough, but she told me literally while she was dying, she said, life is good. She said, I know y'all gonna be sad, but I want y'all to celebrate. My mom told me, first of all, I want to thank everybody for the just the sheer outpouring of love that's been coming my way and my family way. Um, losing my mom has been the fucking most life altering thing that I've experienced thus far in this life. And the outpouring of love and support that I've received from everybody across the board has been overwhelming in itself. Um, Initially, last week we canceled the show because the news broke that, she didn't have much longer to live. I've been dealing with this for the past 3 months. My mom was, a lot of you remember when I went out to Tampa, that Sunday before I went out to Tampa, I had dropped off at the hospital and she was like, yo, I'll call you when they let me go. I said, all right, Mom, I'll be here to pick you up. They end up keeping her. That Monday or Tuesday, I end up flying down to Tampa to handle some business. I get back. She didn't want to bother me while I was in Tampa because she knew I was down there on business. But when I landed, she had gave me the news that she had been diagnosed with stage 4. So over these last 2.5 to 3 months, I've been trying to act as if everything is normal. I try to present as normal. And, besides my sisters and I, it's a very select few people in my immediate circle that I let know what was going on. I'm a very paranoid person when it comes to showing emotion and being vulnerable in front of people. I don't like my personal business out there. I don't like my relationship business out there. I don't like my family business out there because I feel like a lot of times people with ill intentions weaponize that information against you. In this instance, I couldn't have been more wrong. The outpouring, the love and support that we received these last 48 hours has been a true testament of the kind of love my mom had out in this world. It's a testament to how you guys really feel about me as a person, friend, colleague, or peer. I think I've received text over 100 text messages. I don't know how many calls, how many Facebook messages, how many posts. All of it is just overwhelming because you just really don't know how people feel about you until you're in your time of need. And I'm gonna say this because ultimately it's coming from my heart. But I've said on this show many times before that I'm blessed to have great friends. And I want to apologize to those friends for not giving you guys the opportunity to be there for me like you guys have always promised to be. For that, I apologize. Angry OG, when the plane landed and I got the news, my first call was to my sisters. My next call was to Angry OG. However you feel about Angry OG, don't let the name fool you. He is one of those people that if you don't want the truth, you might not want to have a conversation with him because he's going to tell you the truth. I'm blessed to have him in my life. And he told me at least 12 times in the last 48 hours, hey, man, your mom is a G. And I'll tell you guys later why. But he told me over 12 times in the last 48 hours because he basically, him and a couple other people, I won't get ready to name, I actually, picked up the phone for. But he told me on a number of occasions, yo, your mom is a G. I knew your mom before I knew you. That is a fact. He knew my mom before he knew me. Grew up in the same neighborhood, same block. OG, I want to give you flowers right now because these next 2 weeks is going to be extremely hard. And I appreciate you allowing me to lean on you as hard as I've been leaning on you. I thank you for always being honest with me and being super supportive and not holding any punches. He was privy to the conversation that I had with my mom on her deathbed. I told him the whole conversation. That's something I'll probably never reveal to many people because it was super personal, but him explaining to him what was said and his follow-up response instantly made the whole thing a hell of a lot more powerful and meaningful and tolerable. OG, they say people come into your life, for one or two reasons. And it's either a blessing or a lesson. And I can honestly say, bro, you've always been there. We grew up in the same neighborhood. You've watched me over the years. I've watched you. We've interacted. We've always been family. That's what the bottom means. Family. They call it the bottom because there's no place to go but up. But when you in that bottom, that sense of family never leaves you. I don't care if you move to Korea. Anytime somebody say the bottom, if you haven't seen each other for 20 years, you still fucking family. And I remember when we reconnected, bro, on City Avenue, and we had a couple different business conversations, but it always came back to the hood, and we always had a good laugh, and we always reminisced about the hood. I owe you a gratitude, bro, for making yourself extremely available to me over these last 48 hours. I just want to tell you, I thank you, I appreciate you, and I love you. And I hope that, you remain as solid as a rock as you've been over these last 48 hours.
You don't owe me nothing for that, bro. Like, you don't owe me nothing for that, man.
I know, bro, and I already know that, but it's important to me that I put that out there. And honestly, it's more or less to let everybody know how strong you've been for me. Top Flight. I didn't let Flight in on a few things early on. Has nothing to do with our relationship. It's just a matter of Flight had a bunch of stuff going on. Flight was hitting so many milestones in his career. He was riding on this incredible carpet of positivity and wins. And I wanted him to continue to experience that positivity and those wins. I wanted to support him in a way that didn't feel selfish to me, so I didn't let him in on the news. But once again, Flight is my brother. Flight has made two very timely phone calls to me and messages he sent to me out of nowhere. I mean, Flight to tell you, he said, yo, the spirit spoke to me. Because I called him. The shit was so moving. He had sent me a message and the shit was so on time and so perfect. I had to call him. I had to pick up the phone and call him and say, Flight, you definitely touch, you ordained, he got his hand on you, because the message that, and I'm not going to reveal the message, that was personal between Flight and I and God. And I got to give you your flowers, bro, because you are ultimately a blessing in my life right now, man. And you, in the messages you've sent and the phone calls you've made and the way you've made yourself available to me, I'm gonna forever be in the debt of gratitude for you, bro. And it's important that you know that. And like I said, that the outpouring has been so incredible. But I gotta give my Uncle Marvin some flowers. My Uncle Marvin had two sisters, a younger sister, Fern, and my mom, Carla. If you guys don't know her name is Carla Reynolds. My uncle has now lost both his younger sisters. The strength that he showed, the compassion he showed, the mental fortitude that he showed over the last few months with being there to help take care of my mom. Just imagine it. You watching your sister dying. And you there every step of the way. No complaining, no crying. I saw my Uncle Marvin cry once in my life. Twice, as a matter of fact. One when his younger sister Fern died. And it was a very private moment. And the other time was when, my little brother Donut passed away. my uncle is the one who was there, and he made the phone call to me to let me know that my mom was gone. Of course, I immediately get up, get out of bed, and I rush down there. And, I went and I sat and I talked to my mom, while she was gone. I made sure she knew. She knew. But I just wanted to make sure for my own personal sanity that I told her one more time that I loved her. And I gave her a kiss and I held her hand. I just wanted her to know that she's not by herself on that journey. She's just family who loves her and who's going to welcome her and who's going to help her ultimately adjust. My life will never be the same. But I had to give my Uncle Marvin some flowers, and I'm going to make sure I do what I can to let him know, to show him how much I appreciate all the work he's put in. And now both his sisters are gone. He the last of his moms, my grandma and Catherine's children, to walk the earth. And I'm going to make sure the rest of his days are filled with nothing but love. And I'm going to cherish him. I'm going to respect him. And I'm going to make sure he doesn't leave this earth without knowing how much he meant to me and my sisters at this time. Speaking of my sisters, Christine and Catherine. We siblings. Most of you out there, I'm sure, have siblings, and you guys have trials and tribulations. But the triumphs, when you get to the triumphs with your siblings, those wins, nobody celebrates, nobody cheers harder for me than my sisters. And I cheer just as hard for them. My sisters have been there for me through every up, every down. Do they get on my nerves? Yes. Do I feel like, sometimes they're not responsible? But at the end of the day, I couldn't have been blessed with better sisters. My sister was the last one to wash my mom and clean her up and make sure she was ready. In essence, my sister Catherine prepared my mom to go home. My mom had home health care aides coming out. And for the last 3 days of her life, she refused them. She told them, no, don't touch me. Get away from me. My sister Kat got there. And my mom allowed my sister Kat to clean her up and basically prepare her for her trip to the other side. To me, I couldn't have asked for a better situation. No, it's not okay that my mom is not here. I'm hurt. I'm angry. I'm extremely sad. The one thing this has taught me is that you can't live this life in a state of anger. You can't live this life in a state of selfishness. I was reminded that death is eternal. I'll never get to see my mom again in this life. In the next, yes. In this life, no. I was reminded that ultimately you cherish your loved ones. You don't hold grudges. I had been saying stuff for the last 3 months. I had been dropping little clues to the listeners. The way I would end shows, some stuff that I would end shows with was like, hey, listen, if you can't be kind, don't be anything. Don't say a word. I wasn't suffering in silence because I had to, because I had people who loved me, who knew, like my sisters, like Angry OG, my big brother, aka my cousin Sean. I had people around me who loved me. But what most people don't understand, and what frustrated me with most people is most people are so selfish in the way that they live life because they could give a shit about what the next person is going through. Most people are so concerned with what they want and what they can get You could tell them yes a million times. They harp and fixate on that one no. People take your kindness for weakness because they have no idea that you're going through some things. In their own selfishness, they make it all about them. I only ask that that message continues. The world doesn't revolve around you. It doesn't hurt to smile at somebody you don't know what they're going through. I'll be honest here in a moment of transparency, because I don't know who could be going through it. I contemplated suicide at least 3 times in the last 3 months. You ask yourself, was it because you found out your mom was dying? Honestly, that had nothing to do with it. That part hurt. But what had me contemplating suicide was the fact that I couldn't believe the world that I was experiencing was so selfish, so self-centered, so mean, and so callous. We just don't give a shit about each other. Roll did something on his show today. It's another thing that showed me, and shout out to Angry OG because he suggested, bro, come on. Like, shit, you always say it's therapy for you. Come on and get your therapy. And he right. Roll did something on his show today. He had no clue probably what that meant to me. Today was a hard day. My mom died yesterday. I wasn't thinking about doing no goddamn show today. But Roll did something on his show today. And he gave everybody an opportunity to say how they kind of like felt about me. Yeah, it was jokes thrown around. But ultimately, I felt so much fucking love that I was embarrassed that I contemplated suicide. I was extremely angry at myself that I would take a coward way out knowing I have 2 beautiful young Black princesses counting on me. My sisters look at me. I mean, my sisters too. They'll tell you, they're probably here, but my sisters, my kids will tell you, they think I'm this fucking superhero. They like my daughters are like, Dad, what can't you do? You could do everything. My sister's like, bro, like you doing so much. I suffer from, ailments. And they worry so much about me, but they always like, how in the fuck do you do everything that you do with only 24 hours in a day? People who know me, who are in my circle, they know they could call me for anything. They know that I'm always there. I'm that person who tries to say yes to everything, who tries to make it happen, who do my best to say yes, even at my own detriment. Even at my own detriment. Bianca made the comment, I think, on Road Show, like, yo, if he got it, you'll get it. If he got the knowledge, he gonna give it to you. I'm just one of those people. And I pride myself on that because that's something my mom instilled in me. Growing up, my mom had an open door policy for family and her close friends. If you was on hard times and you needed something, she gave it to you. If you was evicted from your place or homeless and needed a place to stay, one of my mom's favorite sayings, where there's a will, there's a way. She put all 4 of us in one room. I grew up, it was myself. My mom had 4 kids, myself, my fraternal twin sisters, Christine and Catherine, we call them Cat and Little, and my youngest brother, Donut, or Joseph. It was at one point in time, we all were in the same room so that my aunt can stay, my uncle can stay. We had a friend on the couch for years. She upgraded the furniture to a pull-out bed just so that when people didn't have a place to stay, they could come to our house and stay. You didn't have food. It was an open door policy. If you smelled bacon cooking in the morning, you could come in. We would be on our way out to school. Our school, Belmont, was directly across the street from where we lived. We went out the door, went across the street to the school. You would see neighbors coming in to get breakfast. So when people say that about me, I didn't set out to be this way. I didn't ask to be this way. It's just something that was in me from the environment I grew in because that's the way we did it down the bottom. OG will tell you, I could literally, at that age, in those days, I could literally walk in his house. I didn't need to knock. I didn't need to do any of that shit. We had corner stores that were owned by Black people where you can go in and get something till things get. Shout out to my Aunt Diane, who passed away a few years back. You know, one of her sayings is, till things get a little better. We had, you remember that, OG? We had corner stores where we can go in and get a line of credit that were, they were Black-owned stores that we could get a line of credit to help us through those hard times. My mom was one of those people that helped bridge the gap.
Government cheese at.
Facts. Greasy G, best cheesesteak in the city, down the bottom. Greasy Gerald. That's how he got his name. So the person that y'all see is not because I set out to be this person. It's not because I consciously thought I want. No, it's just something that I saw my mom do my whole life. My whole life. My mom did something. When I say my mom is incredible, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and then I want to give a few thank yous, a few more. My mom had she had her shit together. My mom had 3 insurance policies. 3. One was and this was written out. All my mom ever said to us was, we ain't about to have no damn fish fry and y'all gonna be good. Who wants to talk about that with their mom?
The shit that you told me that when you brought her home and she told you what to look at and get the shit or whatever was wild.
I'm not gonna share that. I'm not gonna share that part.
Saying,
but my mom made sure that we good. As much as we never wanted to have a conversation with my mom, she was like, I'll be damned if y'all gonna be having some damn fish fry to bury me. She had a life insurance to cover her funeral expenses. And she had an insurance policy that was dedicated to her kids. I'm trying to look at paperwork, right? I'm trying to go through the insurance because it's a packet. I'm trying to go through paperwork. It's notes falling out everywhere. I will not share that with you guys, what some of those notes said. But bro, I couldn't make it through that stuff. Today was, I was able to get through it because I didn't have a choice, because I had an appointment with the funeral home to make the arrangements. Shout out to my sisters and my Uncle Marvin, who've been instrumental in keeping me sane, helping me. We helping each other make it happen. But some of the notes that my mom left.
She was a G. I told you, man.
She was writing these notes, bro. She was writing these notes in 2003. Some of the notes started to deteriorate. She was taping them to board so that you could still see the ink in the writing. It's some shit I'll cherish forever. But I want to give some shout outs and listen. I hope nobody takes this personal. If I don't mention you, please don't charge it to my heart. It's just, as of right now, in this moment, the people that I'm gonna mention stand out simply because maybe it's because I'm on a podcast. But so many people have reached out and been instrumental in helping me with this process. And all I ask is that you guys be patient with me and continue to let me go through my process. I don't know how many shows I got in me. I don't know if I'll be back here next week. I hope the fellas keep it going. But at the same time, I just ask that everybody continue to show the love, continue to be patient, and let me process and go through what I need to go through. I'll never be healed. I'm not even going to play myself and say that while I go through a healing process, because I'll never be healed. My security blanket, my rock, the Shannon whisperer, the one person who made me want to bop, the one person who could get me to dance on demand, the one person who I knew no matter what was going to keep it real with me, the person who was amused for me, who inspired the big exclusive network. And I thank God she got to see that before she passed away. All that is gone. There's no one person who could take her place. I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking for anybody to take her place. What I am looking for, though, is patience and prayers and continued support. I'm grateful that we don't need any money. Y'all know I can't ask anyway. It's not in me. OG, I'll tell you that it's not in me. But I want to give a special thank you to my daughters, Kayla and Cameron, who told me flat out, Daddy, we got you. Just like simple shit, Daddy, we got you. I try not to break down in front of them, but I do. I can't help it. They remind me of my mom sometimes. And they just there, one on each shoulder, hugging me, rubbing my back, crying with me, cleaning me up. I'm a mess right now. I'm done. I'm tired of pretending that I'm okay and that I can function normally. I'm tired of acting as if nothing's going on in my life and I'm okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. And I don't want to pretend anymore. And I want to give you guys the opportunity to say and to act like you say what you are. There for me. I don't have no expectations of you. None. All I ask for is prayers of comfort and support for my family. And if I pick up the phone and call, just pick up. If I don't answer when you call, just understand that I could be having a moment and that is not personal. I want to thank OG. I want to thank Flight. I want to thank my Uncle Marvin, my sisters Catherine and Christine. Big Exclusive Network. You know, I talked a lot about wanting to build a network based around family. And I kept a lot of things from you guys. But I posted in the messenger, because we got a group chat, that, yo, I actually said those words. I can't keep saying I'm trying to build a family and not give you guys an opportunity to be family. So they was the first to get the news outside of my immediate family. They all poured out. It was just such an outpouring of love and support. I appreciate everybody at the Big Exclusive Network. Mimi, Bianca, Taj, Mr. Cheese. Special thanks to Poppy Montega. Poppy just get it. And I think it's his experience. This club that we've just been indoctrinated to, which is Losing the Parent Club. I don't want no more members. And I know that's not realistic to ask.
I think we all there with you.
Yeah, like I don't want no new members. It just feels so unfair. Unfair. But yeah, continue to thank everybody at the network. Tiffany Ann. Tiffany Ann is like incredible. I don't know where she gets the wherewithal or the intuition, but shout out to Tiffany Ann. Like I said, she get it. Shout out to Big Roll. Roll, the consummate ogre. He don't even know the shit he be doing, but he do it. And it ends up being really good. Shout out to Big Roll. I appreciate you, bro. That that outpouring of support this morning was incredible. Shout out to the shows who offered a moment of silence for my mom. My mom is she is loved. I don't want to say past tense. She is loved. She is absolutely, unequivocally loved. I want to give a special shout out to the, I don't want to mention the funeral home, but shout out to the funeral home who came and got my mom. Yeah, I was there when they came and got her. I was there when they took her out the house. She was home on hospice. My mom was like, don't send me back to no hospital. I'm not with it. Don't let them touch me, poke me, prod me, put anything else in my body. I want to go home. I'm going to do this shit on my terms. Shout out to everybody who's reached out. Special shout out to Jasmine. Special shout out to Rashida. Special shout out, and this goes without saying, but shout out to Miss Gail. Miss Gail was one of my mom's best friends, and she's just incredible. Shout out to Tim. Shout out to Tarika. Shout out to all my other family that has reached out, who wants to help with an obituary. Side note, I'll just put this out there because we on live. I'm going to say this. It's my sisters and I will decide everything. And if you want to support us, just support our decisions. That's it. I know you guys are family and you grew up with her, and I want to respect you, but just understand we really did have a conversation about, what my mom had a conversation with us about what she wanted. And by no means will we deviate from what she wanted, including a celebration of her life. She wanted a party. She wanted a big party. So we're going to have the funeral. We're going to do the interment and the repast, but be on the lookout for it. We are going to throw a celebration of life for my mom in some type of building, some type of DJ. If you don't like oldies music, stay home. I'm telling you now. If you don't like oldies music, stay home. Whatever DJ we decide on, he going to have to play the oldies. That's what he going to get paid to do. Your job is to spin records. Spin them, bitch.
We're going to make Melly do that shit on the cup.
We'll throw some fun stuff in there from the 90s so we can, really get down. But my mom was an oldies fan. Huge oldies fan. That was her shit. And that's what we're going to be playing the majority of the night. There will be food, light food. There will be drinks, enough. Open bar. I don't expect anybody to pay for anything. I don't want anybody to feel like they have to bring anything. Just come, show my mom some love. I'll make sure the date and all that get out there. How can I forget my kid's mom, Mel? I hate that bitch, but
Stop, man.
I love.
Stop,
No. Listen, because she get her flowers too. I love how supportive she's been since she found out what was going on. She's been nothing but top notch, super supportive, and really a backbone for me and my girls. So Mel deserves a very, very special shout out of her own. Again, I'm glad I was able to come on here and get this off my chest. It was very therapeutic. I apologize to you guys if I seem distant. I seem distracted. I did my best to try and act like everything was all right. I apologize for not giving you guys an opportunity to support me sooner, but past pain equals privacy. I've said that on the show many a times. Past pain equals privacy. And I've had my personal life weaponized against me before. So it's hard for me to open myself up like that and be vulnerable to anybody. So at the end of the day, I'm open now. I'm no longer pretending that I'm okay. I'm not okay. I'll never be okay. But now, right now, in these moments, in these next few weeks, just be patient with me. It's not personal. Don't take it personal.
You're not okay, but you're all right.
Exactly.
You're all right. You're
The
going to be all right.
support. Oh, shout out to Katina. Oh my God. Katina was my mom next door neighbor for years, right? And she called me, and it was just such a surprise and so good to hear from her. Shout out to Uncle Raymond, Uncle Larry. Shout out to Lizzo. Major shout out to, listen, my cousin Sean and his wife Soretta. They've put this protective blanket around me, man. And they just able to keep out all the nut shit and the dumb shit, and they come, they check, they pick up, they double check. My cousin Sean reaching in his pocket. I'm like, wait a minute, relax. We're not there yet. He like, well, how much? And shout out to my cousin Sean and his wife Soretta. Again, the names as they come to me, I'll say them. Please don't charge it to my heart. It's situations. I think about situations and they come to me, I'll bring it up. And if I don't, if you really fuck with me, it goes without saying that, you know, I love you. Aunt Cynthia, Khalees, Chip, Tanika, all just showing love, just wanting to be there. I am going to do something else on the show. Right now, I'm gathering pictures and whatever video I can find, and I'm going to do a tribute to my mom. And when it's done, you know, I'm going to play it on the show, whether y'all want me to or not. I'm going to play it on the show because she deserved that. Shout out to Concrete Rose Candle Co. I had talked to her today, and I got to talk to my sisters to finish it. But she's going to come out with a signature candle dedicated exclusively to my mom. Crazy. Christine, shout out to Dawn. Dawn, no matter what. Dawn could be I'm going to say this, Dawn, don't be offended. I love you like a sister. Dawn could be 302 in the hospital. She hears something going on with my sister or me. She up out of there with the hospital cape on and everything. What the fuck going on? So shout out to Dawn, aka Myrick. I love you, little big sis. I appreciate you. Shout out to all my nieces and nephews who've just never been an issue, never been a problem, and always there and picked up when Unc needed them. Huge family men. Just taking care of business. I'm blessed. Shout out to my whole bottom family. The messages that have been coming from the bottom, like I said, Aisha is concrete with a K. But the blessings and the condolences and the love, everybody, this is what I love about my bottom family. And OG, you know this. Everybody, like, where we at with it? I want to bring something. What you need? Like, huh? Like nothing. No, I'm gonna bring you some waters. We're gonna bring juice. I got a few pans. Shout out to Sakina. Sakina, like, listen, I got about 8 catering jobs this week. I'm gonna bring you a pan of rice, a pan of chicken. We doing a bunch of brisket. I'm gonna bring some brisket, some vegetables. Y'all gotta eat. I don't know if that's a bottom thing or it's a something.
Like a Soul Train line to the crib.
Yeah, like everybody wants to bring water, juice, soda, and food.
Cakes, all kinds of shit.
All cakes, butt cakes, like, but yo. Yeah, and I love it, bro. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's tributes already. Miss Gail is having this poster made because Miss Gail and my mom met on the job. My mom had been at her job for more than 30 years. And Miss Gail is one of her best friends on the planet. Shout out to my whole, that Brandy, I just saw your name. Shout out to my whole Collins family. Shaquille, Brandy, Nelsa, the whole Spring, Ronnie, Rig called me a couple times. I got to call Riggers back. I promise I'm going to call him back. But Riggers going to make me cry because Riggers watched my aunt and my little brother. I mean, the Collins, that's like family. But I'm just not ready yet. I'm just not ready. And the tributes are pouring in, people wanting to do stuff in my mom's name, people wanting to get stuff made in my mom's name. And it's just overwhelming how much love she is receiving. And I'm just so proud of my mom and the way she went out. Fuck cancer, number one.
Basically.
But she decided that, you know what I mean? Listen, all right, if that's it, I'm going to do it my way.
She went out like a G.
He didn't call my mom a G.
That shit was wild, man. Like,
see, people are like a G, like they probably don't get it because they're not privy to the stories. And I'm sorry, some of that shit is just so personal to me. But OG, like I said, we conversated when I was in the hospital with my mom. So he's been there every step of the way. So he's been privileged to some of the conversations. That's why he said one day I might tell those stories. But for right now, I'm gonna keep it close to the vest. That's right. Christine said, it's my little sister. Fuck cancer. She went out on her terms. Exactly. And that's all. Most people, I'll say this. For most people, death is so sudden. You just don't know. With my mom, we had an opportunity to talk about her wishes. She had an opportunity to tell us what she wanted. She had a chance to see her grandkids, her granddaughters. Kayla and Cameron was over there. They bought her flowers. It was a brief visit. My mom was a prideful woman. And at the end, she didn't look the same, so she didn't want visitors. But she asked for her granddaughters. And I brought them over, and they had a brief conversation. They talked about how much they loved each other. And my mom had a message for me. I won't share. She had a message for me. And I'm going to respect every one of her wishes. Every single one of them.
So break that fucking button then. Like I told you.
You heard it?
No, not that one. The one
Which
I
one?
told you earlier.
Which one?
The celebration joint. We can hear that shit.
No, that's not it.
We need a pig's tail. Come on, pig's tail right now.
Give us a back-to-back joint. Back-to-back pigtails for coffee. Back.
Shout out to Tay Boogie. Tay Boogie then reached out. Tay Boogie slid breakdance in my inbox. Like, man, listen. You know, he started tiptoeing around. Like, I'm like, yeah, Tay Boogie, that's my mom. She passed. He was like, damn, man. Like, Tay Boogie sent the email, the phone number. Shout out. Here's another thing, and I won't mention any names. Shout out to all the people who asked what my Cash App was. I didn't know that was a thing. People were like, yo, what's your Cash App? And I'm like, no, I'm good. They're like, no, what's the Cash App? I'm like, no, I'm good. Diggle. I got to give one to Tay Boogie. Like I said, Say Boogie come through with the email, the phone number. He like, listen, man, I don't give a fuck what it is. Call me.
He was like Charlie Wilson.
Yeah. Listen, y'all are fucking the shit, man. Each and every one of y'all. Look at this nut shit. Look.
Nigga shit. And put it up there though.
I'm about to say, it's that part
And
for
put that
me.
shit up there.
$ in these streets, boy.
I say that to say that the love is so fucking real, man. Like it's just look, just in case they wanted to know my cash app. Shout out to the whole Vaney family. Crystal.
That's somebody new, man.
Minsh. Who, Niche?
Yeah.
Niche is my cousin. That's Diane.
Yeah, but that's she new to the show though.
She not new. All right, she get one. Fuck
She
it.
is new to the show.
We want to abuse the shit out this button tonight.
Yeah.
So listen, shout out to my whole Smith family. Miss Trina, Katrina, Leslie, Whip, rest in peace, Mark John. Nick, I love you and your family so much. Thank you so much for always being
That's somebody new too.
family. Nikki grew up on the block. Nikki grew up on the block on 41st Street. She will forever be my little sister, and her brother be my brother. Shout out to Dave, Dallas, and the whole Dallas family. Nikki, Vi, Miss Janet. Shout out to Rome. Rome called me last night. Shout out to Aunt Bowie, the whole Bowie family. He just lost his pop a couple months ago. Shout out to him for calling me, showing love. We love you more, big bro. We're here for yeah, definitely, Nick. I definitely appreciate that. So here's what I want to do. First of all, I thank you guys for your patience and let me do that. That was very much cathartic. I swear, like, I'm glad. I really am glad that I came on tonight. Again, once again, OG, Bannon, old wise sage. Shout out to my sister Kat, who like, bro, you need to get on tonight. I'm telling you, it's gonna do you some good. They've been right. Shout out to Mimi chewing, making big chews, like she good and hungry. I love you, Mimi. I'm sorry. Like, you know, you want something funny about this though? Like, I literally get to be an ass and people won't be mad at me. I get to be a total dick. I get to be a total asshole, and people pretty much be like, people be like, you know what? He lost his mind. You know, give him a pass. Caught off guard. Look, Mimi, I love you. I'm sorry. It's 28. It's 28 of y'all in here. I want y'all to share this one time for me because I want to do something special. Last time she said in the background was 13, but I want to do something different tonight. We didn't come on with no topics. OG said get on here and do your thing. You know how we do. Look at Lisa, only for a few weeks. Now I'm gonna be an asshole to you. How Cardi B said, forever. I was like, no. Everybody share right now. We got 15 shares.
We need to get them up.
We need to get the shares up, right?
We need like 25 at least.
25. All right, we got 20. We got 29 in here. We should be able to get 25 shares. Yeah. So what I want to do tonight, in honor of my mom, shout out to everybody who has lost a parent, not just mom, but dad too. Because we're not going to perpetuate that stereotype that dads aren't in the picture. Okay? What we are going to do, however, is we're going to celebrate tonight. We're going to celebrate tonight, and I want y'all to celebrate with us. How are we going to do that? About to share from another page. Thank you, Miss Bright. Shout out once again. I called Tarika. I said, yo, I want to do something special for my mom. This is how much love I'm getting right now. And it's genuine. I don't say that out of pettiness. I'm just saying the love is real and it feels really good. I called Reek. I said, Reek, I want to do something special for my mom. She's like, all right, how many you want to do? How many you need? I'm going to get the stuff this weekend. What smell you want? What vessel you like? She just started running this shit down. I'm like, whoa, let me talk to my sisters. I just don't know yet. 20 shares, just that quick, 5 more, and we're going to get it rolling. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that, Dawn. I'll get that loaded up. I'll download that. They're going to strike the stream, so we're going to do it at the
You have
end.
to put an APB out for Sandra Neal, man.
Yeah, where is Sandra tonight? Like, this is weird not to have her on, especially tonight. New one, Coach. Love you too. First and last, good evening. How are you? Tamaris, what's up?
Come on, man. Give it up.
Miss Carol, hey. Say Brain, thank you for sharing. Bam, we at 22. We at 22.
22, not 25.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do.
25.
Because in the meantime, in between time,
you can go through cycle through some of the comments.
You said cycle through some of the comments.
Yeah.
I was looking for something that I wanted to download.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get it downloaded. I'm gonna get it downloaded, and it's excuse me. We're just gonna play it at the end of the show. Mimi, help me out for a second. OG, can you read some comments?
Mm-hmm.
Mimi, go back.
Sonya Carol.
No,
up,
Mimi.
Carol?
Hold on, Mimi. Go all the way back up top. And anyone you think you should put on screen, OG gonna read it. And I'm gonna work behind the scenes to download something right quick. This. I'm sorry, I'm gonna mute my mic.
Tony Carter, my condolences to you and your family. Much appreciated, Ms. Carter. Katrina Smith, hey y'all. Love you, big bro. Chanel Palit, I wish I knew I could have helped.
Chanel Pollitt.
Pollitt?
Yeah, Chanel Pollitt.
Christine Reynolds, thanks. Bro, thank God you didn't go through with it. We love and need you. Lisa Carter sending out hearts to Shannon, Big Exclusive Reynolds. Tiffany Ann with the heart sign, the heart emojis. Stay bring hugs, baby. Hugs and kisses. Uh-oh, that was kind of personal. Lisa Carter.
Hey, put that back up again.
Yeah, what was it? Put that, say hugs, baby.
It's the XOXO for me.
Yeah,
it's the XOXO. Emojis can get you in trouble now. Come on, G.
Okay, say bring. Way to try, snitch. We got you. Come on, Mimi, you lunching. You're the jack of all trades, bro. I always admired and looked up to you. Your passion and drive is extraordinary. That's from your sister, Christine. Chanel Pilot, my kid, Uncle Butt took over like a dad. You might want to type that in again. Big Roll.
That might be his name, Uncle Butt.
Tell her who's this wonderful woman is. Okay, Big Roll, you might have to resend that one again too. Chanel Pilot again, yes to Swain, as Donut would say. Tony Carla, y'all, I'm in tears. I need a moment, but I will be back. My folks just got killed themselves. What's up, Tim? Okay, Tony Carter, take care of what you got to take care of. We catch up with you. Sounds like a wonderful woman, Lisa Carter. Tim Davis, the nigga store. Say, bring the most selfless man I've ever met. Say, bring dropping crayons. Melly Shuler, what's up, Melly? Big Bro, only thing I will ever question about Big Shannon is how he wound up a Giants fan. He would be dope and green. No, he wouldn't. Then he'd look like the Jolly Green Giant.
I look like a cold dickhead. All right, I got it loaded up. We'll end the show with that. Thank you, Dawn. OG, good shit. Niche. I gotta eat some chitlins under my aunt name. Tamaris, hey, Top, are pigtails getting rationed out? One per household? Laugh out loud. No,
That's
come
what
on.
Get one. Yeah, she's supposed to get.
You get one. Here you go.
Yeah.
Just to show her it ain't one per household, she get another one. I guess I'm gonna have to keep my glasses on because I keep tearing up. Keep them off. I'm sorry. So yeah, all right. I was able to get that loaded up. So let me take that down. Let me go back up. You gotta play Ignition. You gotta play Ignition remix, bro. That was her and Donut song.
Mixed to Ignition.
Yeah, they definitely gonna shut the stream down then. They definitely gonna cancel this. 26 shares. 26 shares.
I like round numbers though, man. Should we ask for 30?
It's 34 people in here. But
I like round numbers, man.
I did say that the remix to Ignition, I'm gonna save that for when I do the tribute. It's gonna be in her actual tribute video that I do. We probably won't do it on the show. I'm gonna probably do it on another platform so we can play it all the way out because there's gonna be music in there that they'll shut the stream down because of copyright. So I'm gonna probably do it on Zoom, and we're gonna do a tribute to my mom, Carla Reynolds, on Zoom, and I'm gonna play the video. But right now, Smash, y'all should hear Table you laugh. Everything pigtails fall off. Fuck it, one more again. Yo, this truly is therapy for me. Thank you. I ain't smiled this much in the last 48 hours, but let's do this. Let's talk about moms. Let's talk about dads. This is an opportunity to show some love to your mom or to your dad. Doesn't matter if they're still here or not. The point to this exercise is to share something that you're comfortable sharing about one or both parents. So what I need y'all to do, because I know comments are cool, but I want to add a personal touch tonight. Now, last time we put the link out there,
anybody want to smash that joint?
Somebody came backstage wrong. They came backstage real wrong. So exactly, Flight, exactly. So I want people to come on.
Gawk 3000.
Shout out to the Gawk 3000. Hey, listen.
Yo, OG ain't never coming out no more.
I told you, I really like this is I get to be a dick for the next couple of weeks. I get to really be a dick for the next couple of weeks.
I'm gonna let you on a secret. Why I Googled that, John. Man, the comments on that show was some dudes who posted.
I didn't know it was really a thing. And Tiff sent it to me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Man, listen.
Don't stand a chance against the Gawk 3000, man.
I was like, let me because my Amazon account is connected to my mama house. I was like, ooh, I don't think I want to.
So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. If you want to come on, and yo, please don't leave me out here by myself tonight, y'all. Like OG gonna say something, Fight gonna say something.
I got a story to tell you. This how wild. You know my mom. My mom is scared.
Hold on. I want you definitely tell the story. But what I need y'all to do is, if you want to come on and share a story about your mom or your dad or both, please, tonight would be the perfect night. I really need y'all. So just put in the chat, I'm down. Send me the link. Say yes. Now, you know, at the Big Exclusive Network, it's just like family owned and operated. Don't worry about the time. If we need to go overtime, we can. Okay? But I want y'all to come on tonight. Even if it's a short story, a brief story, even if you want to come on and say, yo, my mom always said this, or she had a saying, or she had a pearl, or he or she had a pearl of wisdom or a jewel, please come on the show tonight and drop it. Tay Boogie said, yes, I'm going to send you the link. Tay Boogie. Listen, don't put it in the comments. Tonight, I'm taking everybody personal tonight. Please, if you want to come on and say something, don't put it in the comments. I want y'all to come on here face to face. Mimi, are you seeing these people? Can you drop them the links for me? Tay Boogie want the link. Jamal said, Ma, what's going on, bro? He said, fuck cancer. It's my sincere condolences. Ma, I appreciate that. Dawn, 7 years ago, this month lost her mom. Big Roll want the link. Chanel want the link. Chanel is part of that club. She lost her mom and dad. Chanel. Aisha want the link. Yo, this is going to be everything tonight. So I'm asking you, please come on. Mimi, keep an eye on the comments. Send the link to the people who want to come on. When they hit the link, I'll bring them up so you don't have to do that. First, last, I'm too shy, but my heart is what you lost my mom 10 years ago this month. Please don't be shy. This is a judgment-free zone. It's nothing but love on the Big Exclusive Podcast and the Big Exclusive Network as a whole. Please don't be shy. We'll get you in.
You got to come through.
We'll get you out. Like, you got to come on, please. Please.
Guess who else was shy?
That's going to help me.
He dragged me on this shit.
So listen, quick story time for the people who haven't heard the story. OG, I told y'all we reconnected. Not that we ever lost contact. We just started spending more time together talking about business. Shout out to his business acumen. If OG ever just stopped bullshitting, he'd be a millionaire quick, fast. But I said, yo, you funny as hell. You ever thought about doing a podcast? He told me, nah, man, I ain't never think about that shit. I said, no, you should. I said, you should come on and do the podcast one time. Man, no, I can't see it, man. I ain't funny. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't do that shit. I said, bro, just listen. And this is like a week straight. Just give me one show. If you don't like it, I'll never ask you again. Just support me. He like, man, how the fuck? All right. I said, you ain't even got to go nowhere. You can sit in the crib and do it. He like, all right, bro, just hide it. And I told him he been hooked ever since. My nigga, he got his own show now. He's so dug in. He got his own show now, and it's called.
The crazy part about it is, this light skinned bitch, the one gave me the name. He don't even remember.
Diggle, my other
like,
sister.
Who this angry one? So he need a hug. Like,
you know what's crazy? Tim said it. I was hesitant to call her that because when people call me my nickname, I be cringing like, oh my God. But that is true. That's ma'am. And mine. People, she sent the link out. Please check your inboxes. In the meantime, while they checking their inbox, first, last, please, I hope you come on, please. And listen, don't worry about how long you on here. Look at the disrespect. Look at the disrespect. Look at the disrespect.
Who knew?
So in the meantime, in between time, OG, you first up. Let's hear that scattered story.
Yo, so you know my mom. She thinks she tough, too bad. She only get about 5'1", 5'2". So
Julia.
this was back probably, I want to say like 89, 90. So I'm down the street. Me and Kev just came from the market. We had bought some food stamps. So we in the crib down the street. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. We left from the all 24-hour pass walk on Belmont Avenue. So we hear all this noise outside and shit. So I go to the door being newsy. So it's my oldest daughter, it's her mom, her sisters in them. And it's Tony Tone, Blue Black E, Omar, and all of them. So they arguing. So she was like, "Dear, you go right there, tell him to his face, pussy." So now now I know that this got something to do with me. So I go over there and I still Tony Tony. So now we rumbling and shit, right? It's like 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. We rumbling, and we down there, matter of fact, in front of your house or whatever, down there by Lower Street. And we fighting in the street. So I'm fucking him up. So he grabbed me by my waist. He holding me by my waist. So I just grabbed him by his neck and walked him up on the sidewalk. And I banged his fucking head on the wall like 3 times. But I see somebody in my peripheral. So I know Kev is out there with me, so he ain't gonna let these motherfuckers stroll me. I see something, I turn around, it's my mom with a nightgown on and a police slapstick, clunked the motherfucker boy a couple of times. Don't be out here fighting my son.
Oh, wait, real quick. This is another one. Love you, big guy. We always have to remember our mothers are queens of the universe. Your mom is the only one that will give you unconditional love. Always have your back. A mother's love is always different. Let me tell you something about my Aunt Irish real quick. I got to give her flowers, and I pray she's still listening. Right, get ready. You up next. Is a couple people backstage. The people that are backstage, once you tell your story, backstage is filling up. So I'm going to have to get you off because I think we only allowed 12 or 15 or something like that. But Aunt Irish, for like the first 10 years after we moved off of Mount Vernon Street, y'all remember Aunt Irish. She the one had the poster of Freddy Krueger on the back of her damn bathroom. Scared the shit out of me, literally. Aunt Irish was family in every sense of the word. Her and my Aunt Diane lived basically across the street from each other. That's what I'm saying. That's why the bottom is so fucking dope. My Aunt Irish lived across the street from my Aunt Diane. Aunt Irish sent me to the store, Lober Street one time, to the hoagie spot. Every Wednesday, it was $1.50 hoagie day. Reb special. She would send me there to get a hoagie and a Pepsi. It's 2 stories I'm gonna tell real quick. First time she sent me around there to get the hoagie, I came back. I asked her for some of the Pepsi. She said, "You too young. You can't drink Pepsi. It'll rip your throat out." For the next 15 years, I refused to touch a Pepsi because I thought it was going to rip my throat out. And then, like, once we moved to 41st Street, my Aunt Irish for like the next 10 years, every year on my birthday, without fail, she would bake me a homemade pound cake from scratch. When I tell you my Aunt Irish is one of the most supportive women and family members I ever had in my life, it was never a time, although she did play the shit out of me one time. I caught myself running away from home, went to our Irish house. My mom had already put the call in. She like, take your ass home.
Man, Irish was hanging with the motherfucking gang members back in the day.
Right quick, Flight. Let's get your story. Like I said, backstage is filling up, so I want to get them in. Please be patient, y'all. Flight, on you.
I got a funny one with my mom is the first lady. She's going down. It was a Black History moment. She was the first lady to run off Jehovah's Witness.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
She would invite him in. She would let him in. Come on in. And my mom could talk her head off, man. My mom run her mouth. I saw the Jehovah Witness lady do one of our moves, like, yeah, baby, I gotta go. Can we leave a pamphlet and just come back? Yeah, you can leave a pamphlet. You don't want nothing to eat.
Man, hell no. We try to get the hell up out of
Every
here.
week after that.
We never saw or heard or got a knock or call or anything from them ever again. And it's crazy because my mom would see them on the block and they would literally skip over her house. I'd be like, Mom, them people out there, oh, they for real? She would go to the door, hey, baby, come on. Nah, Miss Beckett,
Real quick, if you're not friends with Mimi, she said check your message request. Send me a message on Facebook right now if you need the link. Good evening, Miss Lucille. Please be sure to share the show. Mimi, how many shares we got? Roll was in here first. Let's bring in the fourth member to the Big Exclusive podcast, King of the Comments, every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Keeping it real, Big Roll in the morning. My guy, Big Roll, what's up with you, bro?
Family was good.
What's happening?
Yo, Roll.
29 shares. One more for that magic 30.
We need one more.
Angry
Madlock, good evening, good brother. Good evening.
What up, man?
What's going
on? Sharing a quick story. I know time is tight. I grew up an Eagles fan. I was born an Eagles fan. Once I got old enough to understand the game, it was all about me and my dad every single Sunday. Now, I started working on Sundays, so I would have to call him, but it didn't matter. Start of the season, we together every Sunday. We called and giving our synopsis back and forth. My dad always said, he said, man, I hope that I don't pass away and the Eagles don't win a championship. Sure enough, he passed away before they did. The wild part about it was the night of the game, I was at my bar on South Street. So I'm sitting on a stool. I'm watching the final seconds. I'm thinking about my dad. I'm watching the final seconds. And it's like, once it was actually over, I couldn't move. Like, I was literally numb. I could not move. I just sat there with this blank look on my face. Now, mind you, Philly went crazy. Y'all remember how that night was when the Birds won the title? Philly went crazy. I'm down South Philly in the heart of this shit, sitting on a stool inside my bar. Nobody's in there, and I'm by myself. And after about 30 minutes, when it finally settled in and we actually won, I just started crying. I was like, damn, Dad, I wish he was here. Is it because we actually won? We actually won. So just sharing a moment with you, man. Sharing, there's no time frame on how long it's going to take you to recover. You don't have to recover. You don't have to, man.
You just deal with it every day.
Just deal with it.
And
just rely on your family. That's all I can tell you, man.
I lost my dad 20 years ago.
Bro, love you too, man. Thanks. I appreciate you, bro.
No doubt.
Let's bring up 38 shares, bro. 38 shares. Love is real.
I'm greedy. It can't stop at 38, though, man.
It got to be 40.
It got to go to 40.
It got to go to 40.
It got to go to 40.
Owner, operator.
It got to go to 40, man.
You like a hooker right now. You give me $5 more.
39. 39. 39. Here we go. Let's bring in owner, operator, Concrete Rose Company, Miss Tarika Bright. Reek, what's up? Oh, you on mute. You got to unmute yourself.
Hi, guys.
Hey, what's happening?
What's up?
What's happening?
I just wanted to share something quick. Shannon, I love you.
Love you too.
I'm here for you. My dad passed in 2018. My son was born 2020. I named my son after my dad in honor of my dad. It's ironic because my dad passed 2018. I'm getting choked up. 2018 in May, the date was between the 8th and the 9th. My son was born May 2020, May 9th. So when my dad transitioned, 2 years after that, my dad was born. My son is named after my dad. His middle name is Lee, Lee, after my fiance's father's middle name. So my son carries my father's name, which was Stanley Brown. My son's name is Stan Lee Davis. Jimmy
Wow.
Lee is my fiance's father's name. So my son is a combination of both. And
What's happening? Stan Lee, Marvel superhero.
Yep.
He about to get clunk with that brush.
Yeah, he is, or the mirror. One of the two, bro. Angry OG, and he swings, cuz. He gets busy.
Listen, my I was born March 9th, and my grandma, who was the matriarch of our family, died May 9th. 3 days before my mom's birthday, May 12th. OG, not 40, but 41st Street one time.
Okay.
We had 41.
Okay. That's symbolic, though.
Look, first and last, Excelsior. I wonder how many people get that reference. Excelsior.
My dad was from down the bottom.
Yeah, where at?
Babe, where was my dad from down the bottom? Brown Street.
Yeah?
Stanley Brown, Mike Brown, Grady, Biddy, a few of them.
Reed,
Yep.
next time you be on the show, how about this real quick?
What's up?
Who on here? Let me see. Let's give away some candles right quick. You got you stocked?
I'm with it. What you talking about? What's up? What you need?
Jump. I'm gonna take you down. Jump back in the comments.
All right.
We going do the first. Wait, how much is the candles?
Shannon, like just come on.
All right, we're gonna do the first 5 people who drop the name of your candle company in the comments gonna get a candle.
All right.
And I'll see you.
I'll put it in the comments.
No, hell no. You gonna get some anyway, bro. You gonna get some anyway.
I wanted to buy some anyway because I'm in this Pollyanna at work and the lady like candles and stuff. So I'm gonna inbox you and
I got you, bro.
and handle it.
Yep.
All right, so the first 5 people who drop the name of your candle company in the comments right now will get candles. And I'll see you tonight. All right. Thanks, Reek. Love you. Tell Tim I said love him too.
I will. See you in a little bit.
All right. Next up, I believe that's me. Tay Boogie, jump on the mic for the symphony. We got Melly, Jamal. Nope, Jamal, that's wrong. Melly, Aisha, Sabrine, that's 3. Nope, Lillian, wrong. Mimi, write these down. Melly Schuler, Aisha Waller, Sabrine, Katrina Smith. We need one more. As soon as we get that one more, Tay Boogie, I'm gonna let you start.
Tay Boogie got his gangster hat on.
Christine Reynolds. Christine kind of. All right.
She piggybacked off of my answer.
Yeah. So we got Melly, Jamal, Aisha.
No, it was Melly.
No,
Aisha,
it wasn't Jamal. It was Melly, Aisha, Sabrine, Katrina, Christine. All right. So Mimi, write down Lillian and write down Jamal too. Boom, over. That's 7. Tay Boogie, first and foremost, brother. Welcome to the Big Exclusive Podcast. You've been fucking with us for a while now. I appreciate you. Not only have you been messing with us, you've been sharing, you've been showing love. And last night you slid in my inbox and you
let's say that a little different.
Oh, pardon me.
Babe, it's not like that.
Mimi, write down Jay Swinton. That's 8. All right, yeah. Tay Boogie sent the message.
It's not like that.
Tay Boogie sent the message, showing love. extended himself to me as a friend, made sure I was cool. So, brother, I want to say thank you. I appreciate that, and I will, most certainly be leaning on you, bro.
That's a fact. Anytime, bro.
Share your story, man.
My dad died in 2018. Yes. I want to say he was about 17 years old, and